So, I'll be discussing with you about leadership, different styles of leadership, and characteristics of a leader. So, let's start with what is leadership. Rather than let's talk about what is a leader. Have you ever thought about before I tell you what is a leader? Are you a leader? Think for a while. Are you a leader or are you a manager? So, if we would like to define who is a leader, we will say that leader is someone who has a vision and can bring a change. So then you need to decide what is vision and how is it different from mission. So vision is when we talk about that the dream you see, the change you would like to bring, and the mission is how would you bring that. So a leader is someone who has a dream and he wants to fulfill that dream. And that dream cannot be fulfilled without involving the team. So that is something who is a leader. Now there are different types of leadership styles. But before I share with you that what are those different leadership styles or approaches or models, let's talk about a very burning question. Is a leader born or made? There is an ongoing debate on this. There has been many theories which explain that. So one of the theory which is called as a trait theory. The trait theory believes in that someone who is born with the traits of a leader, like he is someone who is a inspirational personality, someone who is a good speaker, someone who is very intelligent. So these are some traits of a person based on which they think if anyone has traits, they can become a leader. Then there is a theory which is now gone out of favor, which is basically based on the concept that a leader is born in the uh, family of a leader. So, if you're born to a king, only then you can become a king. Or if you're born in a family of political leadership, only then you can become a political leader. But this theory has completely now gone out of favor, and people do believe in that. If we talk about a trade theory, that may work. Then, other than that, you have other theories like a behavioral theory, which states that anyone can become a leader if trained properly. So, here we are talking about a behavioral theory. So, many people would actually make a compromise and they would say someone who's born with traits and can be trained will obviously become a better leader with someone who doesn't have the traits at all and still is being trained. So these are some theories of leadership. Another thing which you need to understand and which are the models or styles of leadership. So if we see on a continuum, the extreme is an autocratic leadership, and the other end is a laissez-faire or a free reign leadership. So now let me explain to you what is the first one, which was an autocratic leadership or a dictatorial leadership. This is a leadership style where you believe as a leader that whatever you say would be done without consulting your team. This leadership style is obviously not a very favorable leadership style, but it is required in certain cases where you need to put your foot down. Then there is a democratic leadership style. And in this style, you will consult your team. And then there are two methods to go after that. One is you get an opinion, and then you act on that opinion which is given by your teammates, or you take the opinion but you decide what you think is better. And then is the free reign leadership, which means laissez faire, that you think people working under you are good enough, and you just tell them what to do, and you just may or may not supervise them thinking that they are capable enough to do the tasks. So that is a laissez faire. Then there is another leadership style which is a delegative leadership style. Now this is other than the three leadership styles which I've already explained to you, and this is called as Lewis theory of participative leadership, in which there were three leadership styles which I've explained to you. Number one was autocratic, then democratic, and then laissez faire. Other leadership styles are like delegative leadership style, in which you can delegate tasks to the people but still supervise them. Then there is a transformational leadership style, which is very important, in which you inspire people, you become a role model. People want to bring in a change because they think that you are competent and you're honest and you believe in your vision. Then there is a transactional leadership style, which is used mostly in business models where there's a concept of reward and punishment. So you would say, if you do this job, you will be given a reward. And if you don't do this job, then there would be consequences for that. So you need to decide which leadership style to use and when to use. So then we have this term as a situational leadership. Is someone who decides according to the situation which type of model is appropriate. So based on that, you can work on what type of leader you are. Also, it is very important in your day-to-day affairs that you lead by example. That's number one. It is not necessary that if you're not in a position like a head of the department or uh, a director, that only then you can have a leadership style, or only then you're a leader. But in any situation, you can lead by example and people can follow you. I hope this gives you an understanding about leadership and we can further discuss it.